This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. First and foremost, I would like to take all of y'all Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Chakodash, the ones to the apostles and elders, great Nelson Ruel. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful, like tell you brothers out to pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, tell you brothers, stay strong, pushing this quick lesson. And I want to speak about the violence that Esau brings to the earth, because as you brothers already know from the news, the situation that's happening out there in Israel, specifically Gaza. You see these Edomites, these devils, Amalekites. They're raining down missiles on civilians out there. So they're clearly not targeting no terroristic group. They're targeting the people. You see, so now it's happening to you heathen too. Well, it's been happening to you heathen, but of course, we got the brunt of it. The brunt of it. When it came against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, our people, the 12 tribes, and you heathen are going through it too. Okay, so Esau is he's wilding out right now. Okay, he's targeting everybody. Okay, so clearly from this clip right here, this devil has no cares in the world for the people in these buildings. Okay, the video doesn't want to play. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is a building where people were living in it. Okay, regular civilians. These buildings that you see crumbling down right now out there in Gaza, those have nothing to do with no terroristic groups. Okay, so there you have it. Esau doesn't give a fuck. You see, that's why Esau's the devil. Okay, he's the violent man. Okay, that's the only way he rules. Okay, he rules by violence, and that's it. That's all he knows. And that's all he's ever gonna bring. He's always gonna bring violence. So it says right here, Al Sharouk high-rise building in Gaza collapses to the ground after Israeli missile strike. Okay, so people, Ishmaelite civilians are being slaughtered right now. But you don't hear the media. You don't hear the mainstream media like CNN and Fox News. You don't really see them talking about this. Why? Because they work. They work for these people. Okay, they work for the Israelis. Okay, for them Jew rats. So that's why they don't talk about it. Okay, that's everything's it's pretty much like a gag order, where they're not supposed to speak against Israel. Okay, and whatever Israel has got going on. Okay, they can never speak out on them. But also got this article right here. It says Colombian unrest is a silent revolution against the unjustified and unwanted U.S. oppression of South America. Exactly. So even amongst our people. Okay, now in this case, the Colombians, those are people from the tribe of Asher. Okay, and even throughout all South America, you've noticed how everything's unstable out there. Why? Because the U.S. is behind the scenes causing all that shit, causing all that all that mayhem. You see what's been going on with Venezuela for years. Esau wants to push up in there, and he wants to assassinate Maduro, which is the president of Venezuela right now. So they can get the oil. That's all that oil that's up in there. And they want to set up a puppet leader like they always do. So the reason why there's a lot of unstableness in South America, which is our people as well, okay, those make up a part of the tribes, is because they want all the resources that are down there. Okay, that's the devil for you, man. That's the Esau for you. Okay, so that's the only way Esau's gonna deal with somebody is through violence. Okay. But once again, Psalms 58, verse 2, yea, in heart you work wickedness. Exactly. This is all Esau does, man. All he does, all his works are wickedness. You're never gonna see an Edomite do a good thing, help somebody out. Okay, you're never gonna see that from Esau. Everything's always gonna be about destruction, death, enslavement, stealing. That's all he's gonna bring. Okay, so once again, yea, in heart you work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Okay, anytime you see an Edomite uh, go to a different country, and you best believe that Esau has bad intentions. Okay, because one he might be coming nice, and you know his words are smoother than butter, right? But war was in his heart, so he'll come with the smooth words, and he'll play out. He'll be smiling in your face, but then you know he's really scheming on how he can steal your shit. Look at what happened to the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Issachar. You see, you had these Edomites that came smiling, and but really they were conniving, and they were you know scheming on how they were gonna backstab us, and they did. Okay, they did it. So you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, man. This is exactly what Esau does all the time. That's why the scripture says, "Never trust an enemy." Okay, and Esau is our enemy. Esau's the enemy of you other heathen too, man. Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and get. There's a book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 10, and it says, "For they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store violence and robbery in their palaces." Exactly. They don't know how to do right. Okay, these not one of them. Like I said, you're never gonna see an Edomite, doing good, and bringing blessings, and you're never gonna see an Edomite do that, man. Okay. If you see an Edomite, you better run. You better run away, because nothing good comes from that man. Nothing good comes from an Edomite. So you better get the hell away from him, man. Okay. And that look, and even in this world, or in this life, look, if you're Jake, you shouldn't even have no Edomite friends, man. Not one. Okay, not one Edomite friend. Now you might have Jakes that look like Edomites, pale skin, blue eyes, but he has a spirit of an Israelite, right? So of course, you that's cool, right? But I'm talking about an actual Edomite. Okay, don't befriend an Edomite, man. Because at the end of the day, man, you see, one thing about an Edomite is that you don't know you know what they're thinking, but you don't know how crazy they are. These people are very unstable. One day he might be cool with you, and then the next day, he might be on a fuck a nigga, or fuck a spick shit, and he might take you out. So you never befriend an Edomite, man. And hey, and you've been noticing, even hey, there's been a lot of stories coming out how a lot of these black women are being killed by their Edomite husbands, by their Edomite boyfriends. So you see, you trust and believe, man. An Edomite, he's gonna snap. If he's dealing with you, if he's your friend, if he's your husband or whatever, trust me, these Edomites, they snap the fuck out. They black out, and they go crazy. That's why you always hear Edomites shooting up, theaters and shopping malls and shit like that, because these devils, they're twisted in their fucking mind. They're twisted in the head, and they'll break. Okay, so that's all they bring. That's all they know how to do, is violence. Okay. Um. Even I was watching a show, and it's pretty much a show about little kids, little Edomite kids, little Edomite children that talk about murdering people, that they want to kill their little brother, they want to kill their little sister, they want to kill their parents, and these are little Edomite children, straight up Edomite children, that are talking like this. So hey, these Edomites, they're born, a bunch of fucking killers, a bunch of murderers. They're born, being psychotic. They're born psychos, man. These Edomites, they'll be killing shit, man. They'll be killing everybody. So that's why I'm saying you better stay away from these Edomites. Try, even if you go out somewhere, don't go to a place where you might be the only Jake there, and everybody else is a bunch of Edomites. Always try to stay close to your own kind, okay, to other Jakes, because when you're by yourself and you're around a bunch of Edomites, man, you don't know what them people might try to lynch you. Them people will try to lynch you, man. So always try to stay close to your own. And even though, man, the 2/3, the hell with them. But the Edomites, you gotta watch the Edomites, man. Okay, especially now. Okay, after Trump was in office, you saw these Edomites. You saw their pride and you know, all that shit talking, and you saw the racist side come out, which they all have. But then when he stepped, when he was pretty much kicked out or whatever, and Biden, Creepy Joe was put up in there. Man, these Edomites even, they got even more pissed off. And now, there's Edomites on TikTok talking about how they're ready to kill you Jakes. So now these Edomites are riled up, man, to the point where now they're getting their guns and these Edomites, they can't wait to start killing people. These people are very violent, man. They're very twisted, sick individuals, man, savages, animals. So once again, Amos chapter 3 verse 10, for they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store violence and robbery in the palaces. That's straight to the point, man. That's an Edomite to a T. Okay, that's the description of an Edomite. Okay, one who stores of violence and robbery in the palaces, man. The reason why these Edomites are rich is because they stole shit. They stole everything. They didn't get it, by working hard. They got it by stealing it from people, from everybody else. Okay. All the gold, all this, the gold, the money, and things of that nature. They stole all that shit. Okay. Let me get the book of Micah chapter 2. Micah chapter 2 verse 2, and it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Exactly, they take them away by violence. Like I said, man, when these Edomites come through, trust and believe they're gonna start shit. Okay, they're gonna start shit up. They're gonna declare war on you. They're gonna take everything from you, man. Leave you butt ass naked without anything. Okay, so now let me go ahead and finish it with this scripture. Okay, Micah chapter 6, verse 12, and it says, for the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Exactly. So who's the rich man? That's talking about Esau. Okay, they're full of violence. Beginning with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, all the elite Edomite families. Okay, they're the ones that are starting all these wars. That's one of the money making schemes, man. The wars. Okay, that's how they make a lot of money, trillions of dollars. It's through bloodshed, it's through war. Okay, it says, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Exactly. These devils could talk a good game. They lie their asses off, with the straight face, and people believe them. Every word that comes out of an Edomite's mouth, they believe them. But then when we say something, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, when we tell our people, look, you're the true, Hebrew Israelites. The name of the Lord is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. What comes with the truth, right? We tell them that, but they don't believe us. Now, on the other hand, if it was an Edomite telling them, guess what? They'll believe that Edomite. They'll believe the deceiver. They'll believe the devil before they believe some of their own people, man. So man, I'm just gonna end it with that. That I'm gonna say, call out Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Chakadosh. Till next time, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I'm gonna say shalom.